Do not think that you can judge somebody by looking at him physically and transferring that to how much they know about fitness. In fact, I look like a skinny goat, but also I am a skinny goat. But that doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm talking about. In fact, I've got 18 years of training on my tail, so I do know what I'm talking about. If I wanted to utilize only two exercises for the rest of my life, which one of those exercises would there be to grow strength and size? Size dependent on the weights I use, but definitely strength. Exercise number one would be deadlift. Why deadlift? Because it's a compound, multi-compound exercise, utilizing every ounce of your muscle fiber throughout your whole body, therefore inducing the greatest overall muscle stimulus for growth and explosive energy. Number two is the front squat. Why do I say the front squat? Because front squat is usually picked up from the ground, thrown on your shoulders, and then you perform the squat. So it is also very multi-compound exercise. It is also safer than the back squat. The posture is more stable and more straight while you do the front squat. So let me dive deep and explain the way you will train deadlift and front squat for anything that you want. If you decide to do deadlifts for strength, you are going to utilize 1 rep maxing. What that means, what does that actually do is while you are performing this heavy 1 rep max, your body is summoning all of the muscle fibers in activation for one big hurrah moment where you have to exert the most strength. Therefore, by performing from 1 to 3 of your maxes, or 90% of your 1 rep max, you are going to build the greatest strength. So do 3 deadlifts with 90% or 85% of your weight, maximum weight that you can lift, and then rest for a minute. And then do the same thing again, then rest for a minute. Or however much you need rest, just don't go over 2 minutes. Repeat up to 7 or 8 times. If you want to build muscle, and I mean overall, generally overall muscle throughout your entire body, causing the total maximum muscle stimulus for growth, then you are going to lower that 1 rep max to about 60% of the 1 rep max that you can do, and you're going to do repetitions of up to 10. Okay, anywhere between 6 and 10. That is going to build the maximum amount of muscle, plus generate some strength accompanied with that as well, naturally. Second, and the third, if you want to just tone up, if you want to pop up your veins, if you want your physique to look aesthetically good, muscular, but not overly muscular, you just want to dry out and look veiny and grainy, that you will perform with about 30% of your 1 rep max weight on the barbell, and you will do anywhere between 10 and 25 repetitions. Now let's move on the front squat. The same thing, the same numbers for the strength versus maximum muscle gain, and for the toning up are exactly the same as for the deadlift. But why I emphasize, and this I will emphasize always and forever until the day I die, why I emphasize front squat over back squat, because back squat is, and don't get me wrong and don't feel insulted, okay, throw your ego out the window and listen, you might learn something. By doing the front squat, you are maintaining better posture, meaning your back is safer because your posture has to be more stable. Your core muscles are way more engaged because you have to maintain the weight. You have to make sure that the weight doesn't flip behind you or lean you too much forward. Second, you only do front squats with a weight that you can pick up from the floor and put it firmly onto your shoulders. And third most important thing is if there is a accident about to happen, you can always easily just push off and throw the weight on the floor, which in the back squat, if you are leaning forward and you start going forward, you're done, okay? Nobody will save you unless you duck really fast under the heavy load. One more thing I forgot to mention, why back squat I don't like. Typically, what you can do on a back squat, you will only be able to do 50% or even 40% on the front squat, meaning that not only is it safer, but it is utilizing the force that you actually generate while you work in real life. When you pick up something from the ground, you position it here. When you folks carry something, you always carry it in front of you. Okay, even if you put something on your shoulder here, that's still barbell. That's still barbell hanging here. You do not put weight over here, lean forward, and then carry it like that. Nobody does it that way in real life. Back squat is unrealistic ego strength. Okay, it is strength, but it is unrealistic ego strength that you will 95% almost never use in real life. Therefore, my friends, concentrate on front squats and deadlifts, if those are the only two exercises that you can choose. That being said, like, subscribe, and share this so other people may learn too. I bid you farewell from Sports Eater. Stay strong and keep training.